your God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over. Not tired, I'm inspired, rewired. I know just what is required. My brain knows how to decipher the messages, looking brighter. Already paid up the piper, my game is getting much tighter. I feel my body on fire. Now it's game time. All the practice to prepare for this main time. I could do anything, that's my baseline. Go ahead and do.
How you doing? My name is Fernandez, a professional MMA fighter. It's currently 5:05 in the morning. I'm going to take you through my morning lift. I'm about to take my pre-workout. I'm going to hit some Lionheart with some Bloodsport, stack these two, get my morning strength and conditioning in, and then we're going to hit work. So I'm going to take you through a day of life, and we're going to go from there.
So what are you training today?
Some basically mostly chest and tries. When I'm in this part of my off season, which isn't like getting ready for a camp in the next month or two, so I got some time, I just focus on getting stronger. So I do go back to some bodybuilding tendencies with my lift,
Okay.
but I still try to keep a high pace. So that's really how we get after it down here. These will all be supersetted. These will be supersetted. Try to get done in like 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
So you designed this gym?
Yeah, so this started in like high school. Me and like 3, 4, 5 of my buddies would pool money together and like buy equipment, move shit around, set it up how we wanted to set up, and just kind of built it over the years. But there's a lot of stuff got from like garage sales, Craigslist, stuff like that, garbage finds. Just bring it down here and we would just all lift together, and it evolved into what it is today. So. So that's a wrap for today's lift. We hit chest, tries, and abs. Do this probably 5, 6 days a week. I know in my sport that's a little much for lifting, but heavier weight, so I gotta be stronger. Focus on my recovery too. So today we're gonna hit a little bit of ice bath today. But for now, gonna get changed up, go to work, and basically keep this pace going. I got training later tonight, so full day of work. Ice bath, training, back home, do this again. I lift early because I can't get my lifts in any other time of the day. Before work, gets me up, gets me moving. That's how we do it, pretty much 5 days a week, 1 day on the weekend, and then we got a rest day, Sunday or Saturday, depending on my training, but that's what we do.
What's your eating meals around your day?
All right, so I haven't lifted yet this morning. I mean, I haven't eaten anything this morning yet. I'm gonna get a protein shake for like my first meal because I'm heavy. I'm not trying to get as many meals early because I'd rather save them for around my training tonight. So I'm gonna get a protein shake in now. For lunch, I'm gonna have my first meal, probably get some from Chipotle, to be honest, rice and chicken.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't make lunch today, so I'm probably gonna do rice and chicken and stuff from Chipotle. Get a meal in like that. Then I do either a little meal before I go to training tonight around like 6, 5:30. Then I focus on my last meal when I get home from training, which is more protein, good carbs, because I gotta wake up and do the same thing tomorrow. So hit my refuel at the end of the day, and then, cycle and do it again. All right, we're gonna make our protein shake. I'm always going with 50-50 post-workout. I think it's the best blend for protein. You got casein protein and whey protein. I mean, you're covered for a long period of time throughout the day, recovery-wise. I think there's nothing better. Taste-wise, it's great. I'm gonna do a scoop of this, scoop of just PB powder, almond milk, and a banana. That's just how I run it. A little bit of water. This will be my first, I guess, meal since the day. I'll eat at lunch, but like I said, I don't really have an appetite after I lift, but I know I gotta get something in me, so a little recovery with the protein, and then we get ready and head to work. And when it comes to protein flavors, I'm anything chocolate and peanut butter. Those are my favorites. Also, I do like,
Their peanut butter cookie is awesome.
I'm usually rocking the Dutch chocolate, but I have had the peanut butter cookie, it's great. And I like their, is it caramel macchiato?
Yeah.
I like that in the morning because I don't have coffee anymore. I'll have coffee like in the middle of the day, but in the morning I miss having coffee, so sometimes I'll make that, and it just feels like I'm having like a iced coffee. Can't beat that.
So how many years have you been fighting?
So I've been fighting now for a little over 3 years. It's funny, I started because my buddy Chris that I was just lifting with was like friends of friends with my coach, and I was talking about it on the job, how I wanted to start training, taking it more seriously. And they were at a birthday get together through a mutual friend, and they ended up just like talking about fighting and stuff, and he mentioned how he has somebody working for him, meaning me, that wanted to fight. So it was on a Sunday, and I got a FaceTime from my coach at like 10 p.m. at night, and he was like, I'll see you Monday morning. And it was just started there, and from that week on, I literally started going 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and the rest was history. I fought my first fight like 3.5, 4 months after that, and then racked out a few. That was during COVID though, so that was like 2020, that was like the end of COVID, so getting fights was tough, and training was a little tougher just with all the rules, the quarantine and stuff, but once that opened up, it was no turning back. It was full on training, and I fell in love with it pretty quick, so it was just naturally worked with my work schedule and stuff. I mean, it doesn't really work with my work schedule, but now I'm in a routine where it's just, this is what I do, and yeah, I enjoy it. I like being like a planned out schedule every day. I don't have much time to think about what I have to do next, because like the next thing's coming. So like I gotta be at work 6:50. It's 6:05 now. I'm gonna have this shake, get dressed, get my stuff ready for work, and then from then on, it's just the day goes. So I enjoy that. I don't mind having not much downtime, because I feel like it just keeps me going, and makes me stay focused. Otherwise, I'll zone off and do some just waste of time stuff.
So you had mentioned, in a sense, kind of training like a bodybuilder at times, right? And then I also had mentioned about food. So you had mentioned Chipotle, but you didn't make your meals today. Now, are you traditionally a person that plans out their meals, or is the diet different because you're a fighter?
So I mean, for years now, I've been somebody like, when it comes to lunch, I've always had the same type of meal. I prep it, just brown rice, ground turkey, usually lettuce and just hot sauce. Season it like a taco bowl. I have a non-fat Greek yogurt in it, so it's like sour cream, but it tastes like a taco bowl. It's usually my lunch every day. I eat it cold at work. I don't mind that. I've been doing that for now, like since college, so like 7 years. But usually, like, if I'm in a camp, my meals are obviously different and my eating's different. But I've changed my my way of thinking about eating. A lot of people think if you're a fighter, you gotta eat clean. You just gotta eat clean. But because we're doing multiple workouts a day, and when I'm in camp, I'm burning way more calories per day than I would be now. I mean, I still burn a lot of work, and then I'm gonna go train, so I'm still burning a lot. But for me to be like adequately fueled, sometimes I have to get my calories from like just a denser source of calories. So it could be something where people will be like, how are you eating that in a camp if you're cutting weight? But it's more of focus on just being fueled for my next workout rather than eating something clean, because I can't get the right amount of calories if I'm just having brown rice, grilled chicken, and broccoli. You can't get enough calories in a day eating that way, and you won't be fueled as properly. So there's some times where I might have a bowl of cereal after work because I know I'm gonna have sparring or something. I'll have a bowl of cereal and something like denser calories, get some like 2 spoonfuls of honey in me just to get that glucose back up. But it's one of those things that's not what you imagined. It's more about feeling good rather than focusing on stuff that you would see somebody like cutting weight or bodybuilding eating to like look a certain way. I'm not trying to look a certain way when I'm fighting. I'm just trying to feel good, hit my weight, and make sure my whole camp I'm feeling good, fueled properly, and ready to attack the next workout. So that's the one I think misconception it has about fighting. And there's a lot of big name fighters now that are kind of like showing that in their daily life and showing that like it's not all about eating clean. It's just about being fueled. And like I said, we're burning thousands of calories a day just with our workouts and with me, like my work. So gotta make sure I'm fueled. All right, so I'm taking my multivitamin. I go with the pollen just because they fit so much ingredients into one multivitamin. So it's one of those things I was taking a lot more, which this already seems like a lot of pills that I'm taking right now, but I was taking more just to cover all my bases. But with their multi, I don't really have to take much more. I take my fish oil otherwise. I take a probiotic, and I think I take magnesium. I'm still taking just because I was low on it, but other than that, I used to take like a lot of different things, like just in certain pills so I can make sure I'm getting enough, but their multi's fucking packed.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff.
And yeah, I mean, some people can't take like vitamins on, I guess, an empty stomach, but I got the protein shake in me, so I do that. And then when it comes to fuel in the morning, that's my fuel. And then we're gonna go to work. I won't eat again until lunch, so 11:30, 12.
That's that Chipotle, right?
Yeah, I'll probably have some Chipotle, to be honest. I'm in off season right now, so I'm pretty heavy.
Listen, I'm enjoying your Chipotle today.
All right, so we just got to the job. We're doing a roof today. Just getting set up now. Gonna wait for the material to get here, start ripping and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is a normal day when we're doing roofs. It's just loading up the equipter, getting the roof ripped off, getting everything set up, setting up the trailers, and then making sure everything's tidy.
You guys mainly do roofs only, or?
Nah, we do roofing, siding, windows, doors, anything exterior. We do decks. So, I mean, every day at work, depending on the job, is different. If we're doing a roof, then it's going to be the same type of format. Unless it's a huge roof, we're usually done in a day, like a normal size roof. This is kind of a bigger ranch. This might be a 2-day, maybe 1 day. But when it's a bigger job, doing windows, doors, and trim and stuff like that, we could be on it for a week or so. But that's really the main look of our week. We got some bigger jobs in the works now, so we're getting a roof in between. Then we'll probably go back to some of those jobs. So we just got the roof loaded. We tore off the front section just so we could load the roof. We're gonna clean off the roof, finish prepping it. Then you gotta go paper. Then we'll start roofing and stuff. We're gonna get this place cleaned up. And that's kind of how it goes. Just make sure everything's clean while we're going. That way we don't have a long cleanup at the end of the day. But that's like the harder part, is ripping it and getting it prepped. And then it's just shingling. So we're gonna get that going. We've only been here for like an hour, so we got a lot done already. And then from there, we're just gonna, like I said, keep cleaning up, make sure the equipter's running, and get this roof going. It's gonna be like a 2-day project, so the least amount of stress we could do with cleanup, the better. All right, so we're at Bubba Q's for lunch. Like I said earlier, I'm not on like a fight camp diet or anything like that. My main focuses are getting strong, training, getting better. But when it comes to weight, I let my weight fluctuate. I don't go crazy, but at the same time, I'm not dieting super intensely. So I got a double grilled chicken bowl. I did get cheese. I got brown rice, lettuce, corn, some sweet chili sauce. I have that, go back to work, and be fueled up for training later. So that's where we're at. All right, so I just got off work. After work, I like to rehydrate with a Pond's hydration solution. And when it comes to working out in the sun all day, I feel beat, definitely sweating a lot. So it's definitely necessary to get that hydration in, because I'm gonna take a little bit of time, get ready, and then I'm gonna be going up to Freehold. It's like a 45-minute drive. Then I'm gonna do my final training session, Jiu-jitsu at 7, and then MMA is at 8 to like 9:15. So I wanna make sure I'm hydrated for that, and this is where it starts. And it tastes damn good. Nice refreshing flavor, so.
And the fact that it's cold?
Yeah, cold after work, can't beat that. Being in the sun all day, it's a spot.
So how'd you guys end up with work?
Wasn't bad, it was an easier day. I had a roof today, so it's a 2-day job, so we didn't fully finish it, but went smooth. It wasn't too bad out in the sense of heat. Yeah, we got it all ripped off, got the section we were doing. Gonna have it done finished today, so tomorrow we'll go back and finish that roof, and then we'll be on to the next job. Can't complain about the day, to be honest.
Maybe you got a guy who's got really good leg locks, good entries, you'd be a little scared to stand, or maybe he has nice belly heave or things of that nature, all right? So, by the time here, we're gonna look, we're gonna get this underhook right away and control this collar. Everybody see this here, okay? So remember, we're in the guard, we gotta have 2 out and 2 in. We can't be hanging out. So we see him, maybe he's trying to break my posture, he's controlling good. I'm here, let him break my posture. Whatever arm gets the underhook, guys, right? The same side knee goes in the butt. So I'm here side. Here, okay? This foot composed, this leg composed. I might even bait him. Maybe he'll try to go for a flower sweep or underhook the leg or something. Good. When I go, at the same time, this elbow's gonna go to the other side of his head, and this knee that's in his, lined up with his rear end, is gonna cut the corner. 1, 2, 3, cut, right here. Now look what I do. Once I get this underhook, my head comes to the mat. My head's to the mat, but I'm watching. I still have a plain sight of what I can do. I'm here. I lean wide. Look how I make the knee touch his face. Everybody see this? I guess nobody sees it. All right, so I'm here. Once I get here, how's that feel, Brandon? And he's very flexible, so I'm here. Heavy on the hips, okay? Push down. I don't like to be greedy. Some of you guys can pass completely, depending on the person. I might just put myself in a deep half guard. From here now, I know it's very easy for me to pass, or step over the head and tack the leg, okay? Let's see again. I'm here. I get this underhook control. Knee lines up, foot out. At the same time that this knee cuts the corner, I chop the head. I bring the head here, look at his knee. Everybody see this? I bring it here, look, how's that feel, Brandon? I kind of extend the hip in, feet wide, my head I can see. I reach back, I want to go be greedy, look, I'm here, I step over completely, right here, I always make this grip. We always got to be aware that if he gets this underhook this way, just switch to north-south for control, all right? Depending on the person, you got a guy with a good guard, I'll go half guard first, because I already have him flat, it's a lot easier to pass, okay? Let's see one more. I'm here, I get this underhook, I line up the knee. At the same time my knee gets the corner, I chop the head. I push and make it uncomfortable. How does that feel, Brandon? I push back, step, right? Give the middle a pass, or for the other guy, step over, go Kimuras, whatever else I want, all right? Put your porters on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, it's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over, not tired. required. My brain knows how to decipher the messages, looking brighter. Already paid up the piper, my game is getting much tighter. I feel my body on fire. Now it's game time. All the practice to prepare for this main time. I could do anything, that's my baseline. Go ahead and do you, I'ma make mine. You gon' read me in the headlines. Always go up, I don't know a decline. On the glow up, getting better with time. Yeah, I'm about to hit my prime.
He's not threatening you here, so breathe.
Is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams we must defend.
That's what you call a nice bath. So do you feel that this helps out a lot?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to recovery, like, body's constantly getting beat up, long days and being out in the sun and stuff, so like your body just takes a beat, and then when it comes to ice baths, it's just like the quickest way to feel fresh, in my opinion. Wake up the next day feeling ready to get back after it and just stay on that same grind. The biggest thing when it comes to training, like on a schedule like this, is you get that mental break where your body's kind of beat up. It's hard to mentally stick with it, so I feel like this gives me that peace of mind with my recovery.
Gotcha.
So on my camps, I'll be doing this. Usually do it probably 4 or 5 times a week. I like to do it pretty regularly just to keep my body fresh. Any bumps and bruises, help them recover.
Now, the question, tell us about fighting. How many years? What's your end goal?
So I've been fighting now for a little over 3 years, getting closer to 4 now. I went 6-0 as an amateur. I'm 2-0 right now, currently as a pro. End goal, I mean, my biggest goal is to be a world champion. I want to be world champion on the biggest stages. So UFC, any of those big promotions, that's my goal. And also just to reach my highest potential. One thing I'm super obsessed with is like growth and seeing progress. So just like attacking training sessions to get better is really my biggest like addiction in this sport. Looking back and seeing where I started and where I'm at now, it's good to see like the progression. It's cool to see the progression, but I mean, I'm definitely not satisfied where I'm at. Got so much to learn. I'm still relatively new in the sport, so just continuously like chasing that goal.
Gotcha. And have you been finding like getting back your next match is when?
It's looking like December, so right now we got a few months until then. So right now I'm not in like a fight camp or anything like that. I'm just focused on staying strong and learning new techniques and just progressing my game. So up until fight camp, that's going to be the only goal. Get my jiu-jitsu better, get my just technique with my hands better, my striking, the whole game, just really fine-tune some things and really progress any chance I get in this like downtime, considering I'm not in the camp.
And how has Apollo Nutrition been helping out with training and?
I mean, first of all, being a part of a team like that is just super cool. They're super supportive. They're always checking in with how things are going. I got a couple of teammates that I train with that are also Apollo Nutrition athletes. So that part of it's super cool. It's a real like team atmosphere in that aspect. And then when it comes to like recovery and like the supplements that I take that they provide me, it just helps give me not only that like that body edge where I can recover quicker and it helps me reach my goals, but it helps me mentally to know that like I'm checking off all the boxes while I'm doing these hard training sessions. I'm taking the right things, I'm treating my body right, so altogether, I mean, it's been a huge help.
Tell us about your wrestling time.
So I wrestled in high school and I wrestled in college. I kind of started late in the sense of wrestling. When people think of wrestlers, they usually think of wrestling when they're a kid and stuff. I didn't really fully commit to wrestling until I was in high school. I tried in 8th grade, didn't really like it. I finished out that year, and then my freshman year I actually joined the basketball team, played basketball most of the year, ended up quitting basketball to go back to wrestling. And then that's when I kind of fell in love with it. So my first full season, you could say, was a sophomore in high school. And then I kind of got the bug from there and just started training hard. And then ended up going to college and wrestling at Elizabeth County College. And that's where I really saw my game progress in wrestling. And I fell in love with it. I got to the point where I wanted to be a national champion. Where in high school, I don't think I truly believed I could be a state champion. I was chasing that goal, but it was in the back of my head that I just didn't have the time put in. And then once I got to college, that mindset changed, and I really started to chase that goal to be a national champion. So I never reached those goals, but I did progress a lot in the sport, and it's helped me so much in MMA with training my game and just my mindset because of wrestling. So.
If you could give advice to the youth starting out, what would you say?
Starting off fighting, I would say get in the gym. Just continue to go. There's going to be days where it sucks. There's going to be times where you realize you're not nearly as good as the next guy, or you're not there yet, you don't have the time in. Just keep showing up. Get obsessed with progression, not being the best off the rip, because you won't be. You're going to get humbled. This sport is full of lessons. You're going to get humbled in the gym. You're going to get those days where you're not on point, you're getting beat up, but you got to just focus on the end goal and focus on just getting better. So if you could do that, I guarantee you'll progress in the sport and you'll reach places that you didn't think were possible in the beginning. So, all right, so we're at the end of our day. We got our workout in the morning. Had a good day at work. Then we went to training, had a good training session, Jiu-jitsu, MMA practice, and now we got to focus on recovery. Got the ice bath in, and now we're going to take our sleep supplement. If you need a good night's sleep, for me, I don't have the best schedule when it comes to sleep, so I want to make sure the hours I do get are quality hours of sleep. That's why I take from Dust Till Dawn by Palm Nutrition. When I tell you I go to sleep faster and I wake up feeling refreshed, it's not a joke. Once I take this, it gets me in that zone where I'm not going to hang on my phone in my bed for an hour or so. When I take this, I know I'm going to bed. And when I wake up, I'm going to be ready to do the whole day again, get in a good day of training, good day of work. So I really got nothing bad to say about this. If you're somebody like me that doesn't get the best sleep, highly suggest you check this out. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like content like this, leave a comment below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the day.